Today I'm going to be reviewing the classic movie Creepshow 2. Now I love Creepshow 1 just as much as I love Creepshow 2, but I have the special edition Blu-ray, and since I'm work slow and Raging Waters isn't open yet, I thought, why don't I just bring the Blu-ray to work? Also, I love physical media, like people like vinyl. I still love owning a Blu-ray, and this Blu-ray is incredible. Put out by Arrow. So Creepshow 2, so much fun for me. It was the first one I saw in the series. I saw it before I saw Creepshow 1. And I remember seeing this like when I was 8 years old, and it freaked the hell out of me. It's an anthology movie with 3 stories. The first Creepshow had 5, this one has 3. And they're great. The first one is probably my least favorite. I think the name is This. It starts out with George Kennedy and his wife, and they're this couple who owns a store, and then they get robbed, and they get killed, and then the old wooden chief that is outside of the store gets revenge on the people that killed those guys. Once it gets to the action, once it gets to the death scenes, it's incredible. It's a scene where you're watching, and the old wooden chief just sits there, and then he moves a little, and you're like, oh my gosh, did he just move? It's a really cool effect. I love the practical effects of this movie. It looks beautiful. It's a good one. When I'm saying it's my least favorite, doesn't mean that it's not good. It just, don't start the movie and be like, oh, is this how it's gonna be? It gets better. The second one, which is, I love this one, and this scared the hell out of me as a kid. I remember swimming in the pool, right? And thinking like, what if there's like this blob/oil slick thing and it's gonna come get me? This is a bunch of teens, 4 people. They go and swim in this lake, and you got the macho dude, you got the kind of nerdy dude, you got the nerdy girl, and you got the hot girl, right? And it's fun, but they're seeing this thing. What is that blob-like thing? And actually, this is kind of like the blob, but in a lake, right? It's stuck to this lake. The practical effects on this one are incredible. Like, it's this blob/oil slick, and it eats anything that's in the lake. And they go to this raft, and they get stuck there, right? And they're out like hundreds of feet in the water, and if they go swim, this oil slick will get them. So the oil slick kills one of the people, right? And they're like, shoot, we're stuck on this raft, what do we do? I don't want to ruin any plot details, but there's some gruesome deaths in this, and I really love this one. And out of all 3 of the stories, this one is my personal favorite. It jacked me up as a kid. And the third story is The Hitchhiker. This is great, and this one's a great one too. I love this one. It's about this lady. She's driving on the road one night, sees this hitchhiker. She was like playing around with like a lighter, and then looks up and hits the hitchhiker, right? Kills him. But instead of doing anything, calling the police and just staying with the hitchhiker, she drives away. Then she's driving around, and she starts seeing the hitchhiker, and he's following her. And he has this classic line, "Thanks for the ride, lady. Thanks for the ride." So good. The actor who played this is incredible. He gets so effed up in this movie. It's amazing. It's this lady getting haunted by this hitchhiker constantly, and she hits him, and she tries to kill him, and he just keeps coming back and back and back, and he just keeps on saying that classic line, Thanks for the ride. It's so good. Oh, the Creepshow series has always had a great place in my heart. It was one of the first horror movie series that I actually watched and fell in love with, and it actually kind of drew my love for horror. They have a really fun tone to them. It's not so serious. They know what they are. Honorable mention too, which I almost want to do a review for, is on Shudder. By the way, Shudder is the most amazing network. I love it. The Netflix for horror channels, right? I'm not getting sponsored by them. I just love this channel, and I have it. And they just released the Creepshow series. And it's about 6 episodes, and each episode has 2 small segments. And man, it captures the same beauty that Creepshow 2 and 1 does. Like, Greg Nicotero, he's a famous special effects artist who's become an accomplished director. He's done a bunch of episodes for The Walking Dead, and then he's helped bring along this Creepshow series. And it is so fun and cool too, and I'm probably gonna end up doing a review for that series too. Creepshow 2, it's a good time. I love it. I always have a good time with it. Check out Creepshow 2.
Anyways, guys, that's my review of Creepshow 2. I got to get back to work before the boss is catching me watching DVDs all day. So I'll see you guys later.